Welcome back, everyone, to Oxygen Not Included. If you're watching it today, I think it should be Merry Christmas. So I hope you're having a good Christmas. If you don't celebrate, of course, have a happy holiday. I'll be with my family when this thing gets published, so make sure you do something similar, alright? They're not going to be around forever. That out of the way, we found a fatal flaw with our system last time. We're going to try to patch that up a little bit, but it's already night. Hopefully we can eventually clear this polluted water out. I remembered, actually, as I was opening the game up, we didn't do this originally because the water, I think, has slime lung in it. So that's going to begin to increase again. I don't think there's really a way around that. We got to get this water out of here, sadly. In the future, we could probably disable this valve, which I think would stop all water. Oh, actually, we can just set it to 0. So we can turn it off that way. Not too big of a deal, but yeah, we gotta get, because there's also polluted oxygen coming in here now, and it's getting kind of nasty, so hopefully this system moves along. I'm gonna increase, we're gonna try to get this thing going maybe constantly here, huh? Oh yeah. 6,000. Yeah, slime lung. Kaede's got it. Would be nice if we could figure out how to deal with that. Is it maybe just like, hey, it's, I was looking up Kaede. Is it maybe just, you just get slime lung, right? Maybe there's just no way around it, huh? Oh, it is disinfected by... Oh, chlorine! You know, that might have been why we were trying to get chlorine to begin with. Really, bleach stone, if it's surrounded by other gases, will also create chlorine gas. So that's interesting. I don't see exactly how to use it to purify things. Is it just that you have to have chlorine, like, in the air? Maybe you just need, like, a little bit of chlorine in the air? Kind of like the pool. There is a lot of nastiness growing here. Part of it, of course, is just because this system hasn't been running properly for a while. So that'll go away a bit. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. Right, we are going to put in a gas pump. Let's think about this. Yeah, so carbon dioxide output's going to be right there. We want the remaining natural gas, the propane, to come right over here. And then we want to pump basically everything else out, including the natural gas, but we'll, like, seal that off. So in case in the future we need, like, spare natural gas and we just need, like, a quick shot of it or something like that, we have that available to us. I think just putting it here should be fine. I'm trying to think of what we want the system to look like. Well, technically, I guess all we really need to do is pipe in this, because in this room it's only going to have the natural gas coming in, and it's also got this other junk in here right now. So I think the only thing we really need to do is have a single gas filter that takes and puts the well, let me think about that. Yeah, a single gas filter. Have the specified output be the natural gas, and then everything else can come out and, I don't know, just get, like, ejected, I don't know, like, right here or something. Yeah, that'd be fine. Or actually, you know, we could probably even just have it, like, output, like, over here or something. I always hit R to rotate. Just to have it. We need to get all this stuff swept up, too. I see, like, the occasional, like there's water here. Not sure what that's about, but I guess maybe there is. Is this starting to drain? Okay, thank God this is starting to drain. Alright. Poor deodorizer's working overtime. Actually, it's not. So yeah, a lot of this is filtering up here. You know, obviously when we were first starting the game, we made a lot of architecture issues. I was thinking about it too with the slime lungs. It'd be probably nice to have them down here instead. It would make a lot more sense, because this is going to be where all the carbon dioxide from the base pools, you know what I mean? Anyway. There we go. Allow for more sweeping to occur. Let's also continue our mesh tile construction. Might have to deconstruct this one. Yeah, we do have our slickster larva. Yeah, they do, and yeah, they're complaining about it being too cramped too. So that's why I was kind of thinking, like, maybe it'd be a good idea to do that. I'm gonna replicate that. Thinking about, like, yeah, right here would probably be perfect, or maybe even like right here. This might even be better. Originally, we decided to leave this layer clean so that we could siphon the water off, but I think we could just, I mean, it's just water. We could just manually do that ourselves and be done with it, right? So, we're gonna probably need gold or copper too, so I'm gonna grab that. I assume we're running out. We've been doing a lot of projects lately. So it makes you wonder if maybe we should disable this, actually. Because maybe we should have, like, just some chlorine that comes in here. You know what I mean? Everyone's allowed to go in here currently, but they have no reason to go in there currently is the other thing. Obviously, if we do this, we can't have a whole lot of chlorine coming into the base. Oh, yeah, we gotta put a pneumatic door here. Seems like that's set properly. Alright. Hopefully that's gonna be enough food. I think okay, we are, it appears at least we are rising again. Hard to say. We'll have to keep an eye on that over time to see what the delta looks like. What's going on here? Farm plot inoperable. No intake. What? Oh, right. Whoops. Ramp this up to 7,000? Because we're not getting enough water in... No, wait, we are. What? Oh! Okay. Alright. You guys didn't see that. Do that. Emergency code red. A yellow alert? So what's a red alert? Alright, so... Also takes them a really long time to get anything done around here, it seems like. Okay, there it goes. Alright. Seems like all this is working good too, but yeah, we got germs that'll give us food poisoning here now. That's fantastic. I don't think we use water for food though. I looked at the system. Anyway. Copy this down here. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be a really nice idea actually to mine literally all of this, because all of this is algae too. Let's see, this thing consumes carbon dioxide and uses algae and water to emit oxygen. So it's at a really low rate for oxygen. Let's see. So it uses 30 algae and produces 40 grams of oxygen. How much does this do? Large amounts of algae to oxygen. Can we get the rate? 550 grams per second of algae. Okay, it creates 500. So it's definitely more efficient than the algae terrarium. Plus we also... Oh no, actually the algae terrarium is more efficient on an algae basis, but far less so on a water basis. It also creates polluting water. I think we did need this for a while because the carbon dioxide was getting out of hand. I think it is still getting out of hand. But if we create like a second slickster tank down here, I think that would clean things up. They do a pretty good job, I think, of getting rid of this stuff. Actually, there's quite a lot of carbon dioxide in here now. I'm going to disable the coal generator. Maybe they don't do enough. I don't know, maybe we're going to need a carbon skimmer after all. Like, maybe there's just no way around it. It seems awfully wasteful, but then again, I think the carbon skimmer just uses power, right? And then it just deletes carbon? No, it does use water, yeah, so... I don't know about that. I don't know. Anyway. So I think this should be fine, right? Gas pump. Obviously, the output of which will be natural gas, and it'll go right just to this vent right here. So it'll keep... Actually, no, it won't go to that vent right there. It'll go, like, I don't know, up here or something like that. We might have to mine out another layer, or we could bring the rest of it over and up here, perhaps. That actually might make more sense. Yeah, we got to make sure, so we got to have natural gas coming in over here as well. This is starting to get pretty complicated. Yeah, because this is the output for carbon dioxide, so it's got to come in right here. So it should go like that. So maybe we do need this wall. Should be nice too, because then we can put the fire pole here too. Yeah. And then, right, because I think we can put a... we can put pipe on a fire pole. We can put it on the ladder too, right? Good. Okay. What is it that we can't do on a ladder? I thought there was something. Is it power? No, we could build power on it too. Oh, it might be just like vents and stuff like that. You have to have just wire or pipe, nothing else. So I think let's do this, and then have power run into this thing. Try to limit the amount of tasks that we're doing so we get caught up on things. Food's starting to dip again already. We're also starting to actually drain the polluted water up here, which is kind of crazy because we've got just too much down here. You know what I mean? Oh, we should enable this again. Oops. Damage overloading, what does that mean? Is there actually like too much weight? Wait, current load? Oh no, I didn't even think about this. There's more power than the, oh no. There's more power than the circuit can maintain? Crap. Another unfortunate issue. I thought I saw a better power wire, right? Heavy watt wire. Yeah, we might need to get this instead, huh? Let's see. Limits power flowing through the transformer to 1,000 watts. Connect batteries on the large side to act as a valve and prevent wires from drawing more than 1,000 watts. Can be rotated before construction. Functions as a regular tile. That's unfortunate, isn't it? So, we need different grids. I'm gonna actually learn that just to get it done, and then, yeah, we need separate grids, don't we? I didn't think that would be a problem. I probably should have known. I mean, there was a heavy watt wire. I assumed the heavy watt wire was for industrial purposes, you know what I mean? Like, heavy machinery is going to need the thicker wires to provide the amount of power that it needs per second, right? Boy, was I wrong. So, well, technically, I mean, maybe that's true too, but we definitely also need it to separate, make separate, circuits here, so that's going to be kind of a problem. We've basically designed the whole base under the premise that we could have a single circuit for everything. That's clearly not true anymore. I'm trying to think of what I would even do about that. I mean, we could just like split. Well, we could have separate layers of power coming off of here. Maybe that would be something. And then, like, we could have the top wire just go into this system too, and do that. Yeah, potential. Yeah, so this is already like. Well, the cool part is we're only occasionally going overload. So that's nice. But yeah, we need to get things on separate circuits. Gosh, that just totally like reopens the game yet again for like, hey, what do we need to do? Only thing I can think of is, yeah, segmenting out the power, right? We have like one power circuit come down here, and it powers everything down here, and we break all the wires heading up to the main circuit. You know what I mean? Maybe like all of this comes off of one power line, all of this is off one power line, another power line for like up here or something like that. One from each of these. It's gonna get really nasty with the amount of like just power cables. Man, I wish we could have seen that message a while ago. Oh, man. Oh, boy. They can reach that, they just haven't yet. Well... Yeah, okay, we'll keep that on the same, I guess, general circuit for now, but we're gonna have to split it like up here or something soon. Why does it say gas vent? Oh, just because the amount of gas in the... Not sure. Seems like they are kind of struggling just to keep up with everything. It is break time right now, so not too worried about it. A lot of wood, too. Would it be nice to have wood right here? See, do we have like a separate storage container for wood and coal? Yeah, wood is right here. That's a lot of wood, actually. Holy cow. What's the fuel request threshold mean again? Let's see. Yeah, just keep that running constantly. We have more wood than we know what to do with. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, that's my brain is just spinning now. I mean, look at this. We're wasting resources just keeping up with the damage. Crap. Well, we could probably split things off right now a little bit. I don't know. Let's look at the power overlay a bit. See if we can make any like quick changes. I don't think there's going to be any quick change though is the problem. I mean, look at this. It's basically just direct circuits everywhere. A direct circuit everything. Let's see. Well, let's see. We're going to get a lot of power obviously from down here. So it does make sense to have heavy watts coming in maybe like all the way up to here or something. And then from there we split it off into 3 separate circuits like in this room somehow. I don't know if we really have enough room to do that. Might have to move like our rock crusher and everything. I think it's going to be a while before we use the coal generator again, so I'm going to destroy that. We got to keep the wood burner running constantly, though. Speaking of which, we could probably move a wood burner down here. Like the wood burners down here, maybe. That'd be nice. I'm going to create another, since we do have a lot of polluted oxygen, I'm going to create another... these guys. Right there. Let's see what our blueprint is. Santa came this year, actually. I don't think Santa's in this game, but he must have listened and thought we were on the nice list. He wanted us to have Slickster eggs. Or actually, as much as I like the Slicksters, it might be nice to have another Arbor Acorn. Right now we have Thimble Reeds growing, and we could swap this out for... But then again, actually, we don't need more wood. We just said that we have too much wood. What can we use wood for? Oh, you make ceramics out of it. Oh, we can make refined carbon. If we superheat it, it changes. Refined carbon is also used to create steel. Okay, so maybe we should have a kiln. Not sure that we have one already. Hopefully they are actually resuming doing this now. So I don't see any indication that they are. Maybe they're just extremely busy. I don't know, maybe we should have the Slickster eggs, huh? I might just leave that there for a minute. Because I think it would be nice to tap into this area. As like the Slickster area, right? Oh, the new Slickster area. No power here, right? So, let's look at this heavy watt stuff. Oh yeah, we're doing research. That's probably part of the reason why we're so busy. Heavy. Let's just look at it in the research tab. Carries more wattage without overloading. Cannot be run through water off wall and floor. Although we just learned that we could replace tiles with heavy watt ones. So is there any reason we can't just use heavy watt everywhere? Might be more expensive. In fact, it probably is. In fact, it almost has to be, I would imagine. Connects to an automation grid. Man. There's so many nice, like, cool things you can do. Connects building to power sources? What? Gosh, we're probably gonna need all of this, huh? Carries more wattage. Wait, what is the difference between this and this? Heavy watt conductive joint. Oh, carries more than a heavy watt joint plate. So is it just like the next level? Not sure I understand the difference between the conductive wiring. I mean, I guess the only difference is maybe with conductive wire you can also connect buildings to it. That seems to be, I guess, the difference. And if you slap down a transformer in front of it, you make sure that only 4 kilowatts comes out. That might be nice to have for our 4. Then again, we would never have more than 4 come out, right? I would think. Maybe that's not. Maybe I'm not too sure. Because if you just create a separate circuit, I think you don't really need a transformer, right? Unless maybe the bases just get, like, super huge in the future, and you need something like that, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. Gosh, man, my mind is blown again. I don't think it exactly changes what we need to do right now. It's just yet another problem that we have to solve, if that makes sense. Yeah, CO2 is starting to build, so... we're going to have to do the carbon skimming again, I think. Yeah, 180 kilograms per cycle. Totally different scale with the carbon skimmer. It would be nice if we could find oxyferns. These things are pretty cool. Obviously, more slicksters would mean we delete some that way, but really, slicksters just don't compare with a carbon skimmer. Alright, I guess let's get that carbon skimmer going again. I think... I can't remember how we had it, and it's not showing me the buttons. So let's see what it looks like if I do power. Oh, maybe I did get it right. Liquid. Yeah, because this thing produces polluted water, right? Yep. So this is the output. So that is actually correct. Can't remember why we don't have any water coming through. Maybe we disconnected. Yeah, maybe we had like... Yep, water came from this thing down here. So before we re-engage that system, we need to make sure that we put in another liquid valve. So, valve. Yeah, unfortunately we can't do that. It has to look like that, doesn't it? Deconstruct that liquid pipe as an emergency. And then just to make sure they do it in the right order, you know. Yeah. Not very elegant, but that should do. And then I think that system will work. Luckily, we didn't actually just delete it. I've been thinking about that more. We've been kind of hasty with just deleting things that we think we don't need anymore and we're done with. Only to find out later that, yeah, we kind of do need it. So... carbon dioxide's simply too much of a problem here. Skimmers can't keep up. So that means we're going to have to delete water. But we can actually... yeah, like, I wonder why they're not doing this stuff. It could very well be that just everyone's too busy. So Santa got us a few Slickster eggs, but I think those might be food. We simply don't have enough labor to get things done here, it seems. Oh, I think... oh, no, he's just delivering water. I mean, it's all set still, right? If enabled, duplicates deliver bottle liquids directly from a bottle filler or a pitcher pump. I paused wondering what that was while I was reading, but it's just research, so we'll continue. Let's see. So we don't actually need that. So this should be working. It's possible it's just a low priority task. Kind of nice to have pretty close copper to the base since we're doing all these tasks. Helps reduce hauling. I don't even know, how much does a carbon skimmer need? I think it's like 1,000 anyway, right? Yeah. So it's the max for now. We're actually out of... They're not going to do it now, for sure. Oh, we have automation now. Cool. Sends a green signal or a red signal when wattage consumed. Enters the chosen range. So I'm thinking all of this needs to be the heavy stuff. With, like, yeah, singular wire coming off of here just to do all that. So, I think... And can you mix wire and heavy watt? Let's see. Looks like you can. Okay. Might lose this one. Not much we could do about that. Eventually we'll tap into this and grab all this stuff anyway. Yeah, they would definitely like more work. Second slickster area would be pretty nice. That's kind of why I'm holding this printing. I think it would be nice to have 3 more, just to have some more carbon dioxide handling stuff going on. Oh, is this behaving like we expect it to? It's actually... Oh, there's a carbon skimmer right there. Oh my gosh. Cancel. How did I not see that? Alright, so is this thing actually running properly? Let's make sure. Water onto input. Output. Input. So let's just deconstruct that for now. I think it's gonna work. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, that's actually a source of polluted... I guess we do need that polluted water. Right now, at least. Yeah, we gotta delete this CO2 for sure. Let's build... let's actually start using the... What is it called? Not metal tile, but... Where's the power tile? Heavy watt joint plate. So you have to... What? So it's a... It is a wall itself, right? Functions as a regular tile. Yeah. But can you build, like, wall next to it? You know, because it's got the... I guess you would be able to. Okay. Do we even need heavy watt, though, up here? I don't know. Let's see. How much does it cost? 200 a tile? Yeah, okay, maybe we shouldn't be messing around with that yet. Just put a regular tile right here. Also, I think I'm gonna delete this one. Nah, never mind. Every time we delete one of these three, we always start running out of oxygen, so I'm not even gonna mess with that this time. We've learned that lesson. Just let it say max gas pressure, it's okay. Algae distiller can also be turned on again. The reason we turned that off is because we didn't have any polluted water. Or we had too much polluted water, my bad. I still kind of wonder why polluted water isn't... Okay, let me... I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to see if I just hit empty on this, will they take it to the bottle emptier, or will they just spill it on the floor? They used to spill it on the floor, but I'm thinking now that we have a bottle emptier, maybe the command changes. I want to see if that's the case. No, it doesn't. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Maybe if we create a new unit of polluted water, it will move it over. If not, I guess we're going to have to manually do all this, sadly, huh? Let's just get this going, because this stuff is creating a lot of nastiness in the air. So I might just have to do this one manually. Maybe restarting the game after enabling the body, after re-enabling the body, after re-enabling the bottle emptier would have sufficed, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, this thing was working fine before. I think it's just because we had it disabled. Maybe the game just doesn't recreate tasks, you know what I mean, on the fly or something. Oh, I kind of forgot we had the ability to make suits. I guess we could... Yeah, we have plenty, so... How many people do not have suits? I think we can check in here, right? Oh, and do we have Santa hats? I don't think I can... Oh, yeah, you can change the hat up here. No Santa hat. Drat. Brain Fries is our improved carrying person. So we'll give her the carrier hat. Anyway. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm employed. I'm a hauler. I wonder, does that mean then that her primary task is going to be to move things all of a sudden? I think that's what that might mean. And that's what it means in real life, if you wear the hat, you know? She's so good at it, too. Oh, man, I cannot wait to get all of these as mechanized airlocks, too. Would be a very nice... I think that's the last one right there. One, two... Oh, it's not. Wait. One, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, so it is enough. Okay, perfect. Whew. Scared me for a second. We will have to poke a hole in here just to let the water drain out from here. And then it might make sense to have this tile also be a mesh tile. So we'll do that too. Okay, so the wires do mesh. The wires do mesh well. Yep. Excellent. They call it a mesh tile. Alright, build. Okay, so 4,000 watts coming in. Maybe we should consider having batteries put right here. So... because I'm thinking, like, we're going to need all of these tiles just for, like, carrying power, and now, like, 3 different circuits, right? Yikes, man. This is becoming a problem. It's becoming far more than I originally signed up for. Of course, we're trying to do it in a efficient way. Can you build these in the air? I doubt it, right? And you can't flip them either. How many of these things hold? 20 kilojoules. And it uses a ton of copper. What did we need to make copper again? It uses 100 kilograms and creates sand out of it too. Yeah, go ahead and make like... yeah, that much. Sounds good. We have plenty of copper, like right here and stuff. In fact, let's get this out of here too. Honestly, we should take all of this stuff. We gotta prioritize our tasks appropriately here. Heavy watt. Alright, so we're gonna pull it down. I think we could probably just pull it down right here. And then this can just be regular wire because we're just pulling the gas in. Alright. I think that'll be how it works. Invalid building location. Oh, because of the mesh tile, yeah. Okay. We're okay. The game doesn't know what we're doing yet. This same thing, let's see, so ventilation, gas filter, so the output will go over to the vent, and then the green will be everything else, which will pipe, I don't know, just like back in here or something, it doesn't matter. That's all we need this to do, right? I was trying to think. No, it's not all we need to do. We gotta have a gas, we should probably have a gas valve too, which would allow us to filter the amount that comes out should we need to. So let's see, we'll do like this, gas filter like this. Trust me, it'll make sense. So gas comes down here into this system. The output is natural gas. Everything else comes in... Wait a minute. Hold up. Everything else is supposed to be over here. Yeah. What am I thinking? Hold up. Okay. Ventilation. So output will be the output goes into the gas valve. Whoops. And then this will be our spare natural gas. And we'll just leave it, I think, tapped off, like, right here should be fine. How is the power situation going here? Okay, good. So that's all done. I don't think... I'm pretty sure the gas filter does. So let's make sure we get a wire for that, too. Like that. And then, this output. Natural gas siphons off, valves out, make sure we keep a certain amount. We can always rebuild from here without opening the seal again. And then actually, this is the output. Actually, we don't want anything to come into here at all. And then, let's see, the excess natural gas from here will go to this vent, and it'll snake in through this right here. So, ventilation. Perfect. All right. That should keep him busy. There's actually oxalate here. Is that is that what Puff Prince creates? I don't think so. Oh, he does. How did I not notice that? Oh, it's because if he has oxygen, he creates that. Oh. Oxalate is pretty cool because you can just, I guess, put that somewhere and it creates like a little bit of oxygen over time. Kind of neat. Let's see. So carbon dioxide looks like was completely solved. Or oxygen overlay, right? Yeah, definitely solved over here. We got to get... Eventually we'll be able to pull up the rest of this water up here, and I think what I'll do is I'll just change this to like a... to a gas pump instead, and we can just actually, like... We could just vent it, like, right into here, you know what I mean? All of this probably needs to be replaced with tile. In fact, I think I might queue that next. Well, we'll wait until all this water is gone, and then we'll do all that. They're all pretty much too busy, let's be honest. Alright, so this area is tapped into now. Oh, Camille's actually taking care of him today. They have plenty of food for sure. I still can't remember how to change the wildness. I mean, do we have to, is it wrangle? Let's try to wrangle this guy first, because he does say he's wild. We'll see if wrangling and then releasing does it. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I might have to look that one up, because I'm pretty sure I checked the database in the last episode, and it didn't remind me. I don't know how I did it, frankly. Actually, the baby is tame. Is that because he came out of an egg, though? Yeah, okay, that one was just born. Combustible gas. Soon. Soon. I'm so excited for that. Although, less so now with the whole heavy watt crap that we have to deal with, but... It might make a lot of sense to have... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it may make way more sense to have just a single heavy watt section down here. Ooh, maybe this is what we need to do. I could just make all of this the heavy watt joint wire, right? And then we have a single heavy watt wire come up through here like we already have it designed to do, right? And instead it just comes off right here. And then, yeah, we just split off like a wire up to here and then close the circuit, right? Because it doesn't need to be part of the main circuit. It's going to get all of its power automatically from here, no matter what, right? So, yeah, that might be... And we'll have to rethink how we integrate the wood burner. We might just, like, reroute the wood burner to, like, operate this, you know what I mean? And then delete this generator and be done with it. Then again, yeah, we don't really even need this. This is just temporary. Does slime lung actually dissolve in chlorine gas? Is that, maybe is that how it works, huh? Oh, that's oxygen. So I think what we were doing was we were copying this over here. I'm gonna cancel that for now, though. Yeah, we were trying to push the oxygen down so this gas pump could pull it out, push chlorine in, and then obviously we can expand down here again if we need to. I don't see why we would, but probably just leave it walled. Yeah, I think that might actually be a better solution, huh? Just make this all heavy watt stuff, huh? Wow, he took that away immediately. Holy cow. Oh, it has to go on a tile. Okay. Heavy watt joint plate. What? Wait, what? Now it says built in an unoccupied space. Which is it? I guess another alternative would be we just frickin' run the new wire like right along here. And be done with it? I don't know. Seems kind of weird. I'm not sure what the... Oh, maybe they're thinking the walls are just one thick. Is that what's going on here? Allows heavy watt wire to be run through a wall. Yeah, I see. Gotcha. So it is just a one thick type scenario here. Alright. That doesn't really fit what we got going on here. So I think... We're gonna also have to have like a deodorizer or something like right here or something, because this is gonna be nasty when we open this up. Well, we could like wall this off and then run it right through here. You know, heavy watt joint plate right here, and then run the heavy watt just like along the ground here. I don't think that would be a problem. I think that'd be okay, wouldn't it? I don't know. You know what? It's Christmas. The holiday season is here. We have no Santa hats in this game, but I guarantee you they're all wearing them in their hearts. So I think that's probably a good spot for me to call it. I'm going to actually think on this before I begin the next episode, so it might be a little bit before I play again. I think what we got going on down here is good. You know what I mean? Like, all of these systems, I think, are good. So that's good news, right? And I think I've got a decent idea for what we do with the heavy watt over here, but I'm not 100%, so I'm going to think about it. Again, hope you have time to spend with your family, enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.